Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I will present to you a 2006 Jeep Grand Cherokee WK1. WK1 is the generation Grand Cherokee from 2005 to 2010. This car comes in a couple of variations. The first one is a base model called the Laredo model, which comes equipped standard with a 3.7 liter gasoline V6, which I would say is pretty underpowered for this car. It's heavy, it's all-wheel drive, just doesn't cut it. The next model, which you can get in a Laredo or a Limited, is a 4.7 liter V8, which is a pretty reliable unit. It has enough power to pull this all around, and it has a 4-speed automatic transmission from Jeep. The next model is this is a limited edition. It has a 3 liter diesel from a Mercedes-Benz, the OM642 engine, which is not bad, but I would still prefer the 5.7 liter Hemi, which is the next configuration. You can get it in the Overland trim level or the Limited. The 5.7 Hemi is just, I would say, the best one. It gets better fuel economy than the SRT8 with a 6.1 liter Hemi. It's more reliable, just an overall better car. The diesel, though, I would say it gets better fuel economy for sure, but it's just not as strong as the Hemi. It has a couple of reliability issues. I had to replace the injectors on this car recently. I've been having some issues with oil consumption that I just can't track down. Where is it coming from? It's pretty intermediate, I would have to say. It burns oil, but it doesn't do it all the time. Sometimes you will see some blue smoke coming out of the exhaust, but not always. Doesn't matter if it's warm, doesn't matter if it's cold, it just sometimes does it. But the 3 liter always sounds like it's broken. It's not broken, that's just how it works. This rattling and clucking is just not usual. So let's take it for a drive, shall we? So, as I said, this is the limited configuration trim level of the car. It comes standard equipped with this navigation. It's pretty useless since I'm in Europe and I don't have a disc for the navigation. So I just can use it to tune my audio. This comes equipped with Boston Premium audio, which is nice. It's not the best, but it's nice, I would have to say. So, let's go. I forgot to mention, this is with the 5-speed Mercedes-Benz transmission. It's not although shifting fast, but it's nice. It suits the car, at least for the purpose. You know, it's an SUV, you can take it off-road, you can also go on road trips with it. It's a nice car, I have to say, it's a nice car. I bought this car back in September. I really wanted a Jeep Grand Cherokee. I also was looking around for other SUVs like an ML55, the older ML55 from 1998, which is a nice car too, but it just doesn't suit my purpose like this Jeep does. The Jeep is, I would have to say, the most multifunctional of all. It can go off-road, it is comfortable around town, and this Jeep is no slouch. It's pretty fast, I would have to say. The torque that this diesel engine delivers, by the way, I forgot to mention, this is not stock, this is stage 2 tuned. It has the swerve flaps deleted, EGR deleted. It's been modified, let's just say. So it makes around 260 horsepower, which is not bad. It's actually pretty good. It pulls this truck like from 0 to 60 in 6.6 seconds. I have tested out this and it's true, it's not bad. By the way, look at this Hicksy. That's an awesome car. So around town it feels like a car, not like an SUV. It feels pretty light, it feels just like a car, like a Chrysler 300C, because it's basically the same thing. The Jeep Grand Cherokee and the Chrysler 300C, the same platform. Everything you see here you can find in the Chrysler 300. It's the same thing, basically the same platform. So around town, not bad, but if you are looking to buy something that's economical and not waste any fuel, this is just not the car for you. Any engine, any configuration just uses crazy amounts of fuel. Right now we are getting around 22 liters per 100 kilometers, which is around 12 miles per gallon. That's not good at all. But let's just say you are not looking for an economy car. Let's just say you're looking for something that will get you from point A to point B comfortably, and if you have to, you can go off-road. It's capable, it has low range gears if you want to pull something. It is pretty quick for what it is actually, so motorway is not a problem at all. This car handles everything like a champ. From my experience of owning the car, the previous owner of this car has neglected it, I have to say. He hasn't taken good care of it, hasn't changed the oil in the engine from a lot of time, the transmission oil, diff fluids and all this. He's just neglected it. He drove it like he stole it, literally. So I took the car and had a few issues with it. The first issue I had with this car, like I said earlier, oil consumption. This car, Jesus fucking Christ, look at this guy. This car, I don't know why, still haven't tracked it down, burns oil like crazy. 800 miles and it can burn like a quart or more, depends on your driving style. So I did something to try and stop the oil consumption, and that was isolating the PCV valve, positive crank race ventilation. It has a little valve that opens up when the positive pressure in the crankcase gets too high, and it lets those PCV gases into the intake. That's a horrible idea. I don't know why they did it, but they put the hose for the PCV ventilation right in front of the turbo, and that's just horrible. The turbo sucks up a lot of oil, and that used to consume a lot. So I insulated that. I just put a hose and vented it straight from under the car. So now the breather is from under the car. And I've noticed that the oil consumption has actually dropped down a bit. It's not as bad as it used to be, but still it consumes oil, and I can't find where it does it from. This is a little straight road. I'm going to demonstrate some acceleration. Definitely not a slouch. It's pretty fast for what it is. It's, after all, an SUV. It has cruise control, which is very good for highways. I use it around town too, because we have a lot of straight streets in our city. God damn it, I'm stuck behind the truck. Handling wise, this car, I mean, it's not a problem. You can easily put some bigger wheels with lower profile tires and make it handle a little bit better. Also, you can get the SRT8 sway bars, springs and shocks to make it stiffer, so it handles a lot better. And since this SUV is a little bit lower, the center of gravity is low, it can actually handle pretty good. I've seen some SRT8s track up very nice. They hit the tracks and they handle good, they make good lap times. But the Grand Cherokee, not the SRT8s, just the Grand Cherokee itself, does not handle good. With the 17-inch wheels and the bigger profile tires, it's very slushy, it's not nice. After all, this is an SUV, you can take it off-road, it's meant for that. But I would prefer like better handling, since I like driving a bit spiritually, you know. I like faster driving. I have taken it off-road and it performs very nice, I would have to say. Never run into an issue, never been stuck in the mud. I like this car, I really like it. I think for its class it's the best. And for the year that it was made, I think this was like, compared to its competitors, this was the better SUV to get. It's multifunctional, it's all-purpose, it's fast, reliable. Kinda, the diesel one kinda gets better fuel economy. Also, it just goes off-road like a champ. You can't get it stuck. I've tried to get it stuck. I went through insane muddy waters and stuff. It just doesn't get stuck. This thing is insane off-road. And right now I'm cruising around 80 kilometers an hour. I just put on the cruise control and hop about. Amazing car, I have to say. Just, I like it. I did a lot of research before I got the car and just fell in love with it. It's so multifunctional. That's what I like. That's the type of vehicle I want. Fast, reliable, gets good fuel economy. Also, back seats. You have a big trunk. You can carry a lot of stuff. It's awesome. I use it for work a lot. Very good car, I have to say. I would like to review the competitors of this car from the time era and just make a comparison. I don't think I can make, in my opinion, I think this is the best one in its case, in its you know, in its class. It's the best one, definitely. So now let's see if we can. No, that's too risky. I just hate being behind a semi. He's going pretty fast, but still I want to overtake him, but I can't. This road's pretty dangerous. It has a lot of potholes and stuff. Right, oh, I'm stuck in manual mode. I didn't notice that. I was running around while the car was holding like 4,000 RPM. That was insane. Right now on cruise control we are getting about 12 liters per 100 kilometers, and it's dropping down. So you can actually get good fuel economy. Depends on your driving style. If you drive like a lunatic, I'm sorry, but you're gonna get horrible fuel mileage in any motor. And the diesel, I've noticed the diesel actually gets worse fuel economy than its gasoline competitors when you're driving it spiritually. But when you're driving it slow, it's actually not that bad. Right now, 9 liters per 100 kilometers, that's very good. The Hemi, the 5.7 Hemi would be getting like 12 or 13 or something like that. The MDS system in the 5.7 Hemi, the thing where it turns off 4 of the cylinders when you maintain one speed, that causes a lot of issues. I've heard that that thing is controlled by some hydraulic solenoids that break down and make the lifters themselves wear out the camshaft, which is not ideal. I mean, it's a camshaft, it's easily replaceable, especially in the Hemi, because it's a single camshaft with push rods, but still that's not a good thing to have to happen to you. So I've seen some people disable the MDS system and just drive it like a Hemi is supposed to be driven. 8 cylinders, plenty of power. It's a very, very nice car. I like the diesel because look at this, just so much torque. It's amazing. I wanna have the opportunity to test like the 5.7 liter and compare it to the diesel, because I think if you're getting a Grand Cherokee, those are your best options for sure. The 3 liter diesel or the 5.7 Hemi. The 4.7, it's reliable, but it's, I mean, 230 horsepower is good, but still not enough. This car is heavy. This weighs like 2,100 kilos. It's pretty heavy, you know. The 3.7, just forget about it. Very weak, and gets horrible gas mileage, worse than the Hemi. So if you're getting this, I suggest to you look around for diesels, the diesels or the 5.7. In my country we have the 5.7, and a lot of people like to convert it to LPG because it gets better fuel economy that way. I'm gonna give it a little kick down so you can see what I'm talking about. Second gear, left lane, let's go. Not bad at all, not bad. Now I'm probably getting like 30 liters per 100 kilometers, giving it so much throttle. But now I just turn on the cruise control and float along. It's amazing. I like this vehicle a lot. You have the dual zone climate control in this one. The limited trim level comes standard with the dual zone. I think the Laredo has a standard air conditioning unit, but this one is the dual zone. You can basically set the temperature you want your side to be blowing. Yours or your passenger have individual settings, which is pretty good. You have these heated seats, very nice for the cold winters. I live in a pretty cold area and I enjoy having the heated seats. What else? You have park assist, which unfortunately in this car for some reason doesn't work. I've tried replacing all the parking sensors, I've tried replacing the parking sensor module, just doesn't work. I don't know. I'm probably gonna have it fixed soon, but that's how I bought it. As I said, it's pretty neglected by the previous owner. Otherwise, pretty nice. I like it. Very comfortable, it's fast, capable. And of course, this is not a Jeep at all if we don't take it off-road. So right over there, I'm gonna try and take this car off-road just to show you like a baseline of what it can do. It's pretty nice. Slow down to look around. The roads in Bulgaria are horrible. There are potholes everywhere. There are massive crater-like things which nobody bothers to fix, and it's dangerous. So you gotta be careful driving around in Bulgaria. So there's the road I was talking about. Let's take this beast off-road. This right here is basically nothing for this Jeep. This is like a tickle for it. It goes over this no problem at all. Here we have something interesting. I just washed the car and feel pretty bad doing this. Traction control is flashing. I forgot to turn that off. I'm an idiot, by the way. As you can see, even with traction control on, even me, stupidly just ramming the car into the mud, it got out by itself. It has the Quadra Drive 2 electronic differentials, which are amazing. I have to say amazing, because when you get this car stuck, if you can even get it stuck, it distributes the power to the wheels that don't have traction. So basically, when you are stuck, your wheels that have traction get torque, but minimal torque. The wheel that doesn't have traction gets more torque, so it can get you unstuck. I have to say, it's not like new technology, because this transfer case and gearbox are straight from the Mercedes ML series, so it's nothing new. But it's a nice system. Back when this car was made by Daimler Chrysler, which is like the best era of Chryslers, because they share a lot of parts with Mercedes-Benz, which is just high quality, top-notch parts, unlike today's Fiat Chrysler, which are bullshit, total bullshit. Those are crap. Build quality is horrible, reliability is horrible, everything is horrible about this. But this era of Chrysler is amazing. The 300C, the Jeep Commander, this Jeep Grand Cherokee, amazing vehicles, I have to say. Props to Daimler Chrysler, it's just amazing how well these vehicles were made. But unfortunately, today we get Fiat Chrysler. I know, it's bullshit, but deal with it. Even off-road on this road, you can barely feel bumps when the suspension works out fine. Handles very nice. Some mud here, but I'm not gonna run the car again in it, because I kinda got it dirty and I had it washed just yesterday. I don't want to wash it again. So pretty nice. So guys, what are your opinions on this Jeep? Which would you like, the CRD or the 5.7 Hemi? Comment down below, subscribe, and see you next time.